We are live in the Portland's overcast skies here. And of course, that's the remnants of Hurricane Beryl that is now pushed into the city. And while, yes, we have made major improvements when it comes to infrastructure, there are still areas that could be impacted by any sort of rapid rise in water.
Water conditions can change quite quickly in rivers. So these messages are sort of a warning to say, please be more careful.
What's left of a powerful storm that made its way through part of the Caribbean and U.S., now passing through the GTA. The Toronto Region and Conservation Authority regularly monitors the weather and river levels and is keeping a close eye on the rainfall.
It hasn't happened yet, but there's a really good chance based on the weather forecast that we could have flooding.
The TRCA says there are 41 areas within the Conservation Authority that are at greater risk of flooding, some right here in the city.
And we consider those that way because there are people, there are buildings within those areas, and we know based on certain past rainstorms that those areas are susceptible to flooding.
Places include areas around Black Creek and the Portlands.
It's number 8 on the list of 41. Which means there can be substantive damages in a really extreme flooding event.
The Portlands may move down the list over time, with a man-made dam preventing the Don River from meeting Lake Ontario now being removed.
That's going to give more room for the water to flow, and we're also building a number of berms and flood protection landforms to protect other areas. That will open up a large swath of the area for development, safe development from floods.
Another area to watch, the Humber River.
One of the largest rivers in our jurisdiction has a number of areas either on tributaries to it or associated with it that we monitor and watch.
Though there are places for cause of concern, the city and the region have come quite a long way in preparing for possible flood scenarios. 2024 marks the 70th anniversary of Hurricane Hazel, Canada's worst hurricane and the city's worst natural disaster.
It's the creation of conservation authorities, and they've been tasked with constructing floodplain maps. Emergency management procedures have really grown. And that means we can have the services in place so that people who are at risk can be helped.
Now, the public is being urged to stay away from any streams, rivers, and shorelines, and also to avoid any recreational activities in and around the water, again, while this system is passing over us. A reminder that Wonderland has now been closed early due to the weather.